Alright, y'all. So I made a little video here a few minutes ago, and I'm heading up the road now, hauling a load of these logs. Still in the mobile studio. But anyway, so 2020. Is it just me, or does that feel like a lifetime ago? This has been the longest 4 years I've ever seen in my life. And, not just because Biden was president, but it's just something different now. I can't put my finger on it, but something is different. As I remember back, all through the years growing up, when you're a kid, time moves slow, and then you be a teenager, it speeds up a little bit. After you hit 21, it starts speeding up a lot more. But I remember, from 2016 to 2020, it just seemed like it flew by. It was like, 2016, Trump became president, and then blink of an eye, it was election time again. And then we all know how that went. We all know about, leading up to 2020 with the pandemic kicking off. And it's like I can remember all that stuff, but it seems like it's been forever. It seems like 2024 is the sequel to a movie where when it starts off it shows, 10, 20 years later. And I'm not sure if it's just me, or maybe everybody feels like that. But it just seems like so much has changed over the past few years for everybody that it's a lifetime ago now. It's like a whole chapter of a book closed, and now we're in a whole new chapter. But anyway, I had a birthday a few days ago, 2 days ago. Today is September 11th, and we all know what happened on that back in 2001. And it's, the tragedy and a day to remember. And, remember all them innocent people. And also remember the ones that went down as heroes on that one plane. And it's a crazy world we live in. I remember back, it's one of the few events that just about everybody can remember, exactly where you were at and what you were doing at that particular time. Again, like I said, my birthday is on the 9th, and so it was 2 days after my birthday, and just being a kid, and it's, you don't understand the gravity of what all that happened. But anyway, like I said, we remember all of those innocent people and all the heroes and firefighters and first responders and everybody that had to do with that. But like I said, I had a birthday 2 days ago. So I've been walking this earth for 32 years now. And in one way, I guess I feel like it, was yesterday. Another way, I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like life has so many chapters, and everything is a lifetime ago, because it's hard to remember and envision now of just being married before kids. My oldest is 9 now, so that seems like a lifetime ago, and even another lifetime before I was married, but time marches on. But anyway, getting back off of the ramble, 2020 to 2024 has been, unlike anything we've ever seen, and unlike anything I've ever seen. Pretty much everything has changed for me since then. That's when we got into the prepping and homesteading and everything like that. It was just a stressful time of not knowing what's going on and how bad things were going to get and everything like that. And everything since then, seems to have changed. Different seasons. I feel like I've changed and matured more in these 4 years than any time in the past. All of your goals and things like that seem to shift into different things. Work has changed since then. I'm working more now. I've got more responsibility. I've got my own business while still working for my dad and the logging and everything. But work has changed for a lot of people. A lot of people went to working from home, and a lot of jobs went away that didn't come back. They gave everybody money for staying home and all those things, and that's completely changed the landscape of the world now. No more 24-hour Walmarts and things like that. I'm sure most people don't have the same friends that you had before 2020. During that time, people come, people go. Sometimes you learn about people, and it just doesn't work out. Sometimes you meet people, and then as you get close, then people grow apart, go different directions. A lot of people through 2020 started making groups. Some people call them MAGs, mutual assistance groups, and communities and stuff like that, prepper communities, and we're kind of get back to more of the older traditional way of living, especially in the country, where people looked out for one another and helped one another, and you had community. But a lot of times that doesn't work out, and that's the case for me. We have had different people we've talked to and been close to and community with and stuff, and we've pretty much all parted ways. Still a couple good buddies of mine that we still we don't necessarily get together and do those type of things, the drills and stuff like that, but we still help each other out. You know, we'll be having some cold weather coming up soon, and they have a couple hogs that will help them process and everything, you know, like we always do. But like I said, I feel it definitely happened to us, you know, that things just didn't work out. People parted ways, and you don't have the same friends that you had. And that can go back with, like I said, goals being different. And, you know, it wasn't the case for me, but I know politics can drive a lot of people apart. And I just don't understand why people get so involved in politics. I can understand to a degree of keeping up with it, and you know, you're going to vote for who you're going to vote for. I'm going to vote for Trump again. You know, whether it does any good or not, I don't know. But one thing I am not going to do is waste my time arguing with anybody on the other side. You know, everything is so divided nowadays. Like I said, people are going to vote for who they're going to vote for. You're not going to change their mind. You're not going to convince them of this and that, and it's a waste of time and a waste of breath. And all it does is stress you out and going to give you a heart attack or a stroke. So I'm not arguing with people about politics and things like that. Might have to stop and argue with this guy that's right on my bumper with these super bright lights. I don't know why people, when they follow behind people, especially big trucks, they keep their brights on, you know, right on your bumper, and just blind you in the mirror for no reason, because I'm blocking the front view of you anyway, so your high beams ain't going to go far enough to benefit you. But I guess some people hasn't thought that far ahead, so that'll segment us here to the next part. You know, a lot since 2020, you found out how stupid people are. Absolutely, you know, no such thing as common sense anymore. If anybody has it, it is definitely uncommon, and it's a rare attribute these days. And you know, just the way the world's changed, like social media. I told somebody a while back that without Facebook, you wouldn't know that you didn't like half of the people that you don't like. If you just seen them around every now and then and say hey or whatever, but then you see all the crazy stuff they post on Facebook, and you know how crazy their way of thinking, and get all wrapped up in stupid stuff. You know, like I said, without social media, you wouldn't know that you didn't like half of the people that you don't like. But anyway, it's probably a long enough video of rambling. Maybe some of y'all think it's interesting, maybe you don't. But if you do watch a video and you watch this far, like I said, I just kind of wonder how all y'all are feeling out there, and you know, if you notice some of the same things and share some of the same thoughts, I guess, on like I said, it just seems like a different era right now than it was before. But maybe I'm just getting old. Appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you next time.